morning, everybody. We're on the move. I'm in a queue of boats. 2 have just passed me. I've just pulled out, got 1 behind me. So it's going to be quite a busy morning because the 3 locks that we're coming up to are just going to bunch us all up. So let's crack on, Skipper. That's my only real target today. I'm not setting targets anymore because I never actually quite reached them. So yeah, let's just crack on and see where we end up. Yeah, that would be my hope, that there's volunteers on at Hillmorten and that's getting boats through rapid. From what I can remember, I think at Hillmorten are like the Cheshire Flight, they're double locks. You've got 2 locks side by side. So yeah, and that will help. So yeah, I've not seen, there's probably more boats going up than there is down. So yeah. Of Hillmorten have done very well. There's 2 volunteers on the bottom lock and that's it for the whole flight, but the lady volunteer very kindly said if she wanted me, if I wanted her to walk up with her with me, then she would, and she has. And to be honest with you, yeah, I'm glad really, because it's just easier. So thank you very much to the lady lockkeeper at Hillmorten. You're a superstar and you have renewed my faith in volunteers.
I found a picture we took many years ago, when I said to you we would never grow old. Messages I've saved that I never sent, cause I don't know you, but I used to back then. I remember that I was drunk.
So that's the locks at Hillmorten done. Now it's down to Braunston Junction. So let's crack on, ski.
I never thought I would see you here after all this time.
Found yourself a way out of this small town. Got a place at school you didn't hang around. Every day you're far away, these streets don't feel the same. Everywhere is painted with your name. I remember that I was drunk out my mind when we kissed for the first time. In the back of your car we passed out, counting stars. Promised all these years we'd pack our things and disappear. I never thought I would see you here after all this time. I remember that I was drunk out my mind when we kissed for the first time in the back of your car. We
Past that winding hole, and winding's the word because flipping out, there's a right gust picked up. Blowing is all over the place. The boat in front, when he came out of the opposite lock to me, on the top lock at Hillmorten, shouted across me and said, "Do I want to pass him?" I thought, nah, I don't want to pass him. There's not many people go slower than me. Well, I lied, because I've just found the person who goes slower than me. It's this guy. I'm barely on just over tick over, which is where I like to be. On what? Let's have a look at the rev counter. I'm on 1,000 revs, and I'm catching him. Because if you don't, in my mind, just bowling along on tick over ain't going to put nothing into your battery. In fact, the volt meter doesn't even really show any volts. It just bobbles about. So you've got to have a bit of over tick over just to put some juice into your batteries. But this guy, well, I mean, I'm not knocking him, but a little bit too slow. Might be another day I don't get anywhere. It'll take me in the last rest of the year to get to Oxford at this rate. Might have to put a big one in today. We'll see how the mood gets me. If this wind is a sign of the weather to come, then maybe I'll be pulling over soon. It's like one of them, I can't make my mind up whether to take my coat off or not. That's the only verse I know. I think most people only know that verse. There's 2 other verses after that, but don't know them. Had a quick FaceTime with my eldest daughter and the new baby while I was bobbing along. I was going past some moored boats, and I saw a boat called Tasman. I know a lot of new baby's not called Tasman, that was its pre-birth name. So I'm normally giving most of my grandchildren a pre-birth name before they come out, and obviously Hallie's was Tasman. Charlie's was Brick, Mason was Fernando, and I can't really remember what Bobby's pre-birth name was, so I don't really know. But but that's probably my memory of my old age. So I've done well. I phoned MJ last night. I was on the phone over 3 hours with him. Let's go, we have a crack, and both let a bit of steam off. Well, he lets a bit more steam off than I do, but he's inherited the crappy job, so what can I say? So yeah, my communication skills have been top notch. So tonight I will have to phone somebody up. Don't know, I spoke to Clive the other day, so probably must send a text, photograph or something to my brother at some point over the day, just to keep him abreast of where I'm up to. I've never communicated as much with my brother for years, so yeah, things are looking up.
Was it the voice? Was it the fire burning in me? All of the noise turned into choirs of harmony. Left me with the pieces of forever that you broke. But since you left me alone, I've been high.
Past that marina, and apparently that's a very nice marina. It's very new. I don't think it's not even on the map. And as I was going past it, I've just seen a massive wide beam in there, and I'm like, wide beam? What's that ladder in there? But of course we're heading to Braunston Junction, and at that point you're onto the Grand Union Canal, which is a wide canal. So this is the point, probably one of the furthest points you can get from London in a wide beam. And then all the way up to, I don't know where, Middlewich, who knows. So yeah, obviously I'm going down the Oxford, which is still a narrow canal. So I'll be going the other way at the Braunston Junction. I think I will. Find out when I get there. Hunting high and low, high and low. Say we're coming up to Braunston Junction. Obviously I'll be going down the Oxford Canal, so you go down the Grand Union a little bit and then you turn onto the Oxford South Canal. But when I bought the boats, I came up the other way along the Grand Union, and there is a flight of locks at Braunston and there's a flight of locks at Wilton where I bought the boat from, and they're all wide locks. So, and I must have done them on my own. I remember I did the first 3 with Charlotte and Emma when I left the marina. But then I did the rest on my own. So I've got no recollection of doing these locks, but I must have done them. So I have done wide locks before, and I can't really I don't know. I don't think there's any footbridge across the bottom gates on these, which makes pulling the boat in a lot easier. That's all I can really think of. Until I actually saw them, I couldn't tell you. But I don't seem to remember encountering any problems. And it doesn't stick in my memory as an absolute nightmare. So, I don't know. I'll have to look back at some vloggers from the Grand Union to see what style of locks they are. Because you never know, they might be actually not that bad. For me, it's all about that bridge, which on a lot of the northern locks up north, you have the bridge that lets you go the other side, and that's, unless it's got a gap in the middle of it, you can't get your rope through it. So it's a bit of a pain, and that's what stops you pulling your boat out or pulling your boat in. But I don't seem to remember climbing any. I don't really remember. Again, it's my age. I must be getting senile. I will look at some vlogs, other vloggers, to see what style of lock they are, and then you never know, there could be a future adventure down the Grand Union or something like that. Remember I said that.
Without you, I remember myself, my name. Forgot about all you tried to change. Familiar was the sound of your voice as I continue to walk on by. It has been a year and now I'm living on the line. It has been a year and now I'm thinking what's mine, that I'm better off right here without you. That I'm better off right here without you. That I'm better off right here without you. Forgetful, I admit that I've lost my place. My memory's gone erased. Like a scratch, only the scar remains. For we are better apart from all the pain.
So for a while now I'm going to be on the Grand Union Canal until we get to the junction for the Oxford South. Didn't get to stop at the service point there at Braunston because it was a bit madness. Boats everywhere and the service point was tiny. I could have backed up and got on it, but I would have created a bottleneck, and I'm not that desperate. I'm not filled the toilet yet, and I've still got an empty base, so I can wait until a less busy one. And I think there's one at the next junction, so I'll probably grab that one. So a bit of toilet talk there for you as we pass through bridge number 95. It's quite a spectacular bridge. Have a quick look and see. I think I'd rather video the bridge than tell you about my how full my toilet is. called it a day. We're on the Grand Union, just past Bridge 100. So a lot of people moored up and down this stretch, and I couldn't really resist it. So here I am. So I'm not far from Braunston Junction. We'll get there tomorrow and get onto the Oxford. You'll do. Signing off.